What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Terrell. Thank you for stopping by Esteemed Queen and Mentality. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Guess what I just noticed, y'all? I just noticed that we are coming up on like 75 episodes, 75 videos. So I definitely thank everybody and appreciate everybody. And I appreciate that you appreciate my wisdom. So be sure that you go over to esteemedmentality.com. Remember what I said in regards to our raffle. For every person that subscribes, I actually put something into the esteem basket that I am going to raffle off once we hit 250 subscribers. So keep on keeping on, y'all. Keep on keeping on. So while that is in the front of my dome, I want to talk about that. Now, when I say in front of my dome, for the folks in the nosebleed seats, that means in my forethought, in my frontal cortex, the main thing that's on my mind, you know, pretty much kind of like a priority list, a responsibility list, you know how they parallel, that part. So I want to talk about something that is very, 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 very vital, very important, very sensual, very imperative for you to have within your character to be able to elevate and move forth. Now, we've all been in situations, predicaments, relationships, mishaps, whatever you want to call it, where pretty much you feel like you holding the L, right? Well, what are all the emotions of what you go through feeling that way? You know, put them down below. What I want to talk about precisely is how to get your power back. Now, I did a video on how to boss up and level up. I'm more of a person that if your personal and your professional world are going good, they're going great. I feel like when it comes down to you being able to knock out a 9-to-5 day, you'll do that with no problem. If it's a thing of, you know, you bossing up and leveling up, notice professional and personal, you know, it's just like, look, I ain't worried about you. I'm just waiting till 5:01 come, because by 5:01, my car already peeling out the parking lot. I got a whole house. I got A, B, C, F, G that I'd rather deal with my time. Like I tell a lot of my friends, it's like, yo, you only at your job 8 hours. Fuck them. You know, part of you being in that mindset where you're poised and you're together is you can't pay some folks some mind. Like, there's going to be people that are going to hate to love you. That's not your fault. That's not, you know what I'm saying? You weren't raised out of hate. So let them do what they do from a distance. You feel me? So when we come to a point in time in our life where we feel like we've been knocked on our ass, we feel like the work could possibly, in our mind, come to an end. Like, we real extra. We real extra because that's how we feeling. When we don't feel what we want to, anything that's the opposite, you know, we can either over-exaggerate or we can underperform on how it affects us, on how we react to it, and how from now on, moving forth, it's going to better or hinder you. Like, we all have those reactions. But the one that I want to talk about precisely, again, is how to get your power back. I did a video also on moving in silence. Moving in silence is kind of like the preparation for you bossing and leveling up. Joseph, you know what I'm saying? Follow him. You know, certain things are just meant to be kept to yourself until you're able to have a thorough plan of what you're doing, how you gonna do it, how you gonna execute it, have a plan B and a plan C, because daddy and grandma did not raise no fools. You need to put yourself in that mindset that, like, no matter what you go through, it's not going to be a thing of something knocking you on your ass or dog walking you or making you feel as if like you made a bad decision or a wrong decision. A lot of what we decide to do ultimately comes from the choice of what we made when we had an option. When we have options, we select a choice, then whatever plays out from our choices, now they become your decision. So you got to live with it. Okay, well, guess what? When things don't go the way of a king and a queen, they don't sit there and sit on their throne and contemplate and try to figure it out. They don't look at any of their executive assistants or any of their secretaries to figure it out for them too. I honestly believe that it is all mental. It is all mental. Behind me, you see that vision board? Okay, with that vision board, it's so interesting because both of them are vision boards. Like, I want to travel the world, but I also have certain things that are personal that I still want to achieve. So what happens is, when you decide that you have things in your mind that you want to have come to fruition, for one, that is self-reflection, which is awesome. Secondly, to get your power back, you keep your eyes on the prize. Yeah, things are going to come across, things are going to get in your way. You're going to have disguised attractions, also known as distractions, come across you to make you feel as if like you better off at a pit stop. That emotional pit stop is nothing compared to you stopping at a gas station and pumping your car. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Like, they're nowhere similar. You know what I'm saying? A pit stop is supposed to help you get whatever you need at that time for your convenience to be able to help you go to the next level. If it's at the convenience of, look, you had to learn how to be spiritually aware. You had to learn how to be awakened. You had to learn what boundaries are. You had to learn how to love yourself. You had to learn ABCD. You had to learn all these things in order for you to understand the value your power has, the value that life, tongue, eyes, name, and credits can get you. You have to keep in mind all of that is power. A lot of people will sit here on YouTube, and I don't mean no harm. I mean, do what you do. We all in our own lane. But when we out here like, no, sis, these are the top ABCDFGs that you need to look out for this. Don't you think putting this information out is what's really making these folks frauds to us in the first place? Like, I don't care about what's the 5 top signs, 5 top this, 5 top that when it comes to you trying to say, look, I'm trying to dodge a bullet. Great. The best bullet that you can keep locked, loaded, and ready is the brain. That's your power. And I understand when you are a genuine person, you're an empath, and you come across folks where you're in that season of overgiving, and you overgiving, unfortunately, to the wrong people. And the wrong people will sit right there and make it seem like you're not giving enough. And yet, when you give everything that you can, they still telling you what you can't give is not enough. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody tell you what your battery pack can hold. You know what I'm saying? They just ungrateful for what they got going on or what they're willing to give you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful of stuff like that. However, it comes a point in a time where to get your power back, you have to set the boundaries. You have to set the boundaries. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you stand in. You have to know your truth. You have to learn your purpose. And a lot of times at those pit stops, to rejuvenate ourselves, to put gas in our vehicles, to keep us going on the road of wherever it is that we're supposed to be destined to be, instead of us picking up something that's nutritious because we know we got issues with our sugars, we out here picking up ho-hos. How does that work? We out here picking up Twinkies. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like, we picking up shit that under pressure in the car, in the heat, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna survive. You picking up ice cream and popsicles. No. You are supposed to just fill your engine, get your little something, put on your stomach, keep pushing to where you need to be. And somewhere in between that pit stop and that rest stop and that convenience store or wherever it is that you go to recharge your battery, we end up getting, I want to say, complacent. We get to a place where we're comfortable. We get to a place where we're on autopilot. It don't matter what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to move unless the good Lord moves them. And so what happens is that We become comfortable and we lose ourselves. And when we lose ourselves, we're in the position, we're in a predicament, we're in a situation where now it's just like, man, I can move in silence, I can get my life together, A, B, C, D, F, G, but then what? But then what? Girl, you better take your behind over there to that self-reflection video and get the plotting and brainstorming. Because that's how you get your power back. You don't get your power back wallowing and boo-hooing and crying. Like, yo, if they left you, let them take that L. Let them take that L. At the end of the day, you got to have a winner, you got to have a loser when it comes to competition. And sometimes it's going to be what it is. I can't explain that for you. But that's just how it is. That's why it's so important for you to have good sportsmanship. You know what I'm saying? The only way for you to get your gas is if you polite and you exchange your money politely to the person that's going to give you whatever it is that you need to be able to get to the next level. So you got to do your body right. You got to do your universe right. And it comes right back around to you having to do your body right. You do your body right, do your universe right. And both will work together to help you get to where you need to be. The magic in you getting your power back is the fact of once you realize you have it back, you stand taller and you're just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll know that feeling. But the power in you getting your voice back and you're confident again is the fact of you hold on tighter to your power because you realize how others were too underprivileged to appreciate it. They were too understanding to appreciate it. They were too immature or naive to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, there's some good people that come in people's lives too early. And then there's good people that come into people's lives that are just too late. Either way you look at it, the constant is that person is still a good person. The power in you being able to stand on your own 2 feet is how you get your power back. Understand, we're supposed to cross the paths of other people because they're supposed to teach us something. And once we learn our lesson, it's either time for them to go or there's a reason behind why it is that they're still there. But the last thing you do, don't act as if like it didn't serve you any type of appreciation back by giving you a lesson that will help you grow and move forth. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand if someone hands me change, right? And they put it on the counter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that changes my whole entire energy. That makes me not want to help you because you're like mad disrespectful. Mad disrespectful. On the other hand, if I was to hand you my money, say please and thank you, have a nice day, be safe, guess what? The exchange is a lot easier because the focus is get in and get out. Learn what you need to learn and get the hell on. The power in you moving forth is you understanding that. And the way to get your power back is accepting it. So the best bullet you can have is your brain. I'm trying to tell you, that's the best organ you can have on your body is your brain. So teach it, retrain it, get your vision board together and make it happen. Like, make it happen. You don't have to fill the whole entire board just to say like, yo, I just want a house with a yard, a driveway, a pet that loves me, maybe 2. And I can sip on my water, my soda, my wine, but whatever it is, I'm sipping on it and I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't need a whole board, but that does need dedication. That does need power to be able to accomplish it. And you can't accomplish it if you're still thinking as if like you on a peasant level. There's no peasants here. You know what I'm saying? So this is a new week. So get it together. I got you. You can do this. Point blank period. So be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to leave that there. Head over to esteemedmentality.com. I got some new shit, some new stuff that's going on. And I will see y'all later. Bye.
The depths of the media sees no evil. Buildings crashing 9/11, no sake for the people. Children take to everything. Others willing to feel anything just to say they were there. Boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, domestic violence. Do you care? When the curtains close, your head hangs low. You're wishing someone was there. Just turn to me for relief. I know how you feel. I am you. You are me. We share symptoms of the black sheep. Aren't you aware?
This image, I remember howling winds, nights trying to hustle to 10 degrees, ash on my knuckles. Coke in my long john, sipping on the brisk. A tall glass of nigga, pickle, please, who get a sip of this? Coke in my long john, slave to the sin. Call me young coke there if the cops try to frisk. I may get a grape, I may get a grip. I may slapping 20s, lobster tails, and some shrimp. I used to bump Wayne all day as a pimp, now I'm past Wayne, Drake and going in.